The following has been brought to you by SJP World Media.
You're listening to In the Corner with Benny Mac.
Acknowledge me!
Unfiltered.
Your daddy's not here anymore.
Uncensored.
This kid is an absolute piece of... Watch your mouth, Michael Cole!
And unforgiving.
He's on the line. We get that. But you listen to me, and you listen to me good, Mr. Midlife Crisis.
Here's the man in the corner, Benny Mac.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Robbing the line from Cider from Chain Wrestling. It is Wednesday. It is time for In the Corner. Money in the Bank has happened. We had Heatwave. We've had Raw. We had so much going on. Some good, some bad. Depending on your point of view, I guess. Joining me for this week's show, we have a triple threat again. We got NJB and Tyler. How you doing, Tyler? I know you weren't feeling very well last week. How you feeling?
I'm doing better, and hey, I'm getting better because I'm getting to join the great Benny Mac and Nick. So I'm powering through. Forgive my voice. I'm a little bit under the weather, but wrestling can still make it fun. So I'm here.
So I'm glad you're feeling better. You do, you definitely get some. I don't know, what is it, whole water lemon or whatever you guys, lem sip or whatever you guys take over there. I have no idea. Something to soothe the throat.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been taking lots of medicine and still have taken in lots of pro wrestling with Money in the Bank and all of it. So, hey, you're making me feel better. This is the best medicine, being on In the Corner with Nick and Benny.
Well, we're still waiting for Nick to unmute his mic, so that's why I haven't actually introduced him and brought him into the conversation yet. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, he's gone again. Okay, fine.
All right. He disappeared.
So it's just a tag team, then that's
goodness.
fine. We'll boot him out. He can be booted out of the stable the way it's going. When Mike gets when Nick
somebody took him out. Yeah.
Are you there, Nick, or no?
There we go. I got it.
I swear to God, you just do it on frickin' purpose every frickin' time, mate.
No, that wasn't on purpose. We started, then someone started calling me. So
typical.
Yeah.
Is it one of those things where you've been literally doing doing the odd jobs or whatever, nothing all day, but as soon as you need a quiet space to do the podcast, people start ringing you, knocking on that happens all the time. Literally, just before we went to hit the record button, behind me there's a guy's car. The alarm goes off every time because it's weird. I don't know. I'm guessing he doesn't have a key for it, or that the fob, whatever. But he opens the door and the alarm goes off, and he has to turn the alarm off manually. And then 7 a.m, almost on the dot every morning, bar maybe a Sunday, it goes off. And I didn't hear it this morning, but literally just before I hit that record button, it started beeping behind me, and I was like, for goodness sake! It's like, really? Have you just waited for me? You wait in a minute. We'll have the kitten come up here in a minute. The door's open. I've left the door open because it's so warm in this room. I've got a fan going. It'd all go wrong as per usual. Okay, so anyway, let's get on with it. To be honest, we're going to talk Money in the Bank, basically. We're going to talk about Raw, the highlights for us. We do have some voice notes from some people on the SJP lot. If you want to get involved with the voice notes and then join the In the Corner group on WhatsApp, the link is below in the description of this podcast. You can do that. Jump in, let us know your thoughts, leave us voice notes for the podcast, and we'll play them out. And we'll get there anyway. But I just want to quickly touch on Smackdown. I know we've got new tag team champions, guys. In terms of DIY, they've captured the WWE tag team titles from Maytown Under. There's a bigger story going on here between Austin Theory and all that. But Nick, because we've done it before, and I'll ask you the same question, Tyler. I haven't really asked you guys this. At least I don't think I've asked you on the podcast anyway. The WWE tag team titles, so on SmackDown, obviously reminiscent of the old tag team titles that we used to have. Do you like the bouts? Do you not like the bouts? Let me know. Nick,
now I might contradict myself a bit here, but where I said before, I don't like the belts having the same sort of pattern or style. I do like these because they are reminiscent of the older belts, which is when I first started watching wrestling, and obviously that's such nostalgia there. But they're still in my defense, they're still different from the main belt. It's not like a smaller version of the main title, for lack of a better way of putting it.
Okay, yeah.
But so, I do like these belts. I did think they looked very cool when I first saw them.
Tyler?
I actually enjoy the belts as well. I have to concur with Nick because they feel new. They've got a unique design to them, and congrats to DIY. That was a great match. I got to watch SmackDown. Now, I'm telling you, Paul Heyman must have called Nick before he started recording. That was going to be my excuse. Hey, the wise man's trying to get a hold of Nick for some reason.
The bigger story, obviously, with Grayson Waller, Austin Theory and stuff, and is good. But the match very reminiscent for me, Tyler, is the fact that it was very much NXT days. Black and Gold. I know, Nick, you didn't really watch NXT so much, but it gave me the vibes of the old NXT.
It did. I mean, this definitely was reminiscent of the Triple H era of NXT, taking nothing away from Shawn Michaels' leadership. But you're right, Benny. This is the homage to some of the NXT days because Toronto was so significant for DIY when referencing both Gargano and Ciampa. Make a great team. People are wondering, though, is Ciampa going to turn on Gargano down the road? There's been a storied history there, so I'll leave it to you and Nick. I think it was a tremendous moment, and hey, listen, there's nothing wrong with having these kind of moments before a big PLE involving DIY winning the belts from Waller and Theory. I thought it was a terrific matchup, and like I said, as long as you're not doing it too often, which they haven't, it made this moment seem special. That's just my take on it.
I'm guessing you didn't see it, Nick, to be fair, if I remember.
I saw like the ending of the match. I've seen clips of SmackDown. I haven't watched the full show yet, so
dude, you're missing out. SmackDown tends to be the better show, I'm not going to lie. That isn't necessarily true recently. I would say for me it's a coin flip on which week his shows is better. I'm going to see if this works. But basically, Solo Sikoa ended the show with hopefully this. If it works properly, we'll be able to hear it in a second.
This is Olafala. This makes me the tribal chief. This is not what I wanted, but this is what my family needed. Roman Reigns was not man enough to defend our title at WrestleMania. He was not man enough to defend our legacy against Cody Rhodes and his legacy. Therefore, he shall no longer call himself the Tribal Chief because I'm the Tribal Chief now. And I am going to take back our WWE Undisputed title from Cody Rhodes. And if Roman Reigns wants that back, he can try and take it from me. Because I am going to show everyone in the Money in the Bank 6-man tag match. Cody Rhodes, I am coming for you. And you will acknowledge me.
So we got Solo Sikoa basically saying what you just said there. What did you guys see it? If so, what did you think of it?
He's definitely put his marker down, isn't he?
What's that, Nick? Sorry.
He's definitely putting his mark down as the new tribal chief, isn't he?
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
Can't wait for him to get his comeuppance, neither.
Yeah, Tyler.
Yeah, I think Solo has established himself as this great villainous character, being the new tribal chief. What happened with Paul Heyman in Madison Square Garden cemented his own legacy because taking out the wise man, Jacob Fatu, gets added onto this whole new Bloodline 2.0, as a lot of people are calling it. Solo at the helm. And like Nick was saying, it's going to make Roman much more vital to the overall story, being that this big babyface coming back, and he'll destroy Solo and take out the Bloodline with Heyman. Heyman's got to come out and want revenge as well. So I think it's just got all the ingredients of a this terrific chapter to this whole Bloodline saga.
It's amazing, isn't it, that Roman isn't even there. We've had Roman chant since he's pretty much lost the title, and how you want to set up somebody to be a face without them even being in the company. If that was their intent, which I assume it was, they've done it perfectly, because that music hits with Roman. That play wherever they are, whether it's SummerSlam or what, I would assume it's going to be a PLE. It's going to be huge, isn't it? And he's definitely coming back as a you would assume a babyface, right?
I would think so.
Yeah, they'd be stupid not to do that.
Yeah, trying to go against it would actually be silly,
the
wouldn't it?
crowd wanting him back already, like you say. I mean, to bring him back and then instead turn him heel, maybe not. Don't do it straight away, but
it's going to be interesting, isn't it?
It'd be foolish not to bring him back as a baby face to begin with.
Yeah. Obviously, that led into Money in the Bank. So I started at the top of the show here, but basically, if you want to get involved, leave voice notes, leave messages. The link for the WhatsApp group is below in this podcast. I've already said that, but if you can join, you can send us messages. Let us know what you think about current storylines or whatever's going on. Obviously, in this case, it's Money in the Bank. Now, for those who follow at InTheCorner on X, at InTheCorner WWE on X, I beg your pardon, I did a whole watch along with ended up being Ori, who is going to be hopefully doing something soon with SJP Raw Media. But I put in the chat for everybody, and she actually left a voice note, and I just want we'll kind of build from this, basically, lads. All right, what she has to say. But I put, what were your highlights and or letdowns of this year's Money in the Bank? We'll discuss on Wednesday. Obviously, is what we're doing. So I'm going to play the little voice note, and we'll go from there.
I can say one for me is the production issues that they had, mostly at the beginning, and then I think there were a few around the end or during the post show. Especially after WWE has been on such a big, amazing production run for Raw and Smackdown, to see those kinds of issues on a PLE was very much a letdown. Oddly enough, Tongaloa going for the low blow on Kevin Owens and accidentally hitting his own brother in the forehead was kind of a highlight, and I thought it was really funny, especially as long as those two have been wrestling.
There's Ori's take on it. More, I know she loved the show because we sat down for the entire thing, but I think there's a few little things, obviously, of niggled at her. So I don't know if you guys saw the pre-show, but on the pre-show there was a few technical. You could hear the arena's microphone when they were introducing the commentators, when they were trying to. I think they were showing the Drew and CM Punk video package to hype up the PLE. And obviously she mentioned the 6-man tag, which ended the show with the low blow. I'm guessing you guys saw that. He went for low blow. Funny. He missed the first one.
Yeah, it was good.
And he ended up low blowing him / punching Kevin Owens in his own brother in the head, wasn't it? Sorry, I beg your pardon. Let's just cover. I mean, there aren't that many negatives. I don't think there's some obvious ones, but overall, I thought the show was good. But I mean, in terms of what Ori said there, have you guys got anything to add, Tyler?
To be fair, I watched the replay. I did not know of all the production issues they had in the pre-show ordeal, so it's not fair for me to comment, but I think it's awesome to hear her take on it. That's cool that you get to play these voice notes. It adds a lot.
Nick?
Yeah, it's a good catch. I same as Tyler, I didn't notice. I obviously saw the low blow go wrong. Thing is, though, when I first watched it, I had the camera from the back of Kevin. So I obviously saw I just thought he missed the first one, or Kevin always didn't feel the first one. Then quickly corrected. And then it wasn't until I saw a clip later on that showed him actually punching each other
in the head. Yeah,
it's so funny.
The only other thing we noticed while we were watching it live, and let's just get to it. I'm going to go straight to it. I know it wasn't the main event, but the World Heavyweight Championship match, let's just get on with it, because there's an obvious... And it's a shame, because if you take that out, this match was brilliant. The whole CM Punk Drew thing as well. Obviously, we'll get your take on that to a degree. But the one thing I want to focus on quickly, and then we'll go to the men's Money in the Bank, and we'll come back to this. But basically, the non-kick-out moment...
yes.
The I understand things happen. Now, if you watch it back, Priest kind of extends his hand out and kind of does that thing where you move your fingers like you're trying to get your arm to work, or you've got a numb arm or whatever. So I think something's happened. Or he's got knocked silly at some point, because me and Ori were trying to pick it out during the live watch along.
I think I've seen a few, but apparently it was caused when he was going up for a suplex or something like that, or he had Seth up for a suplex, and apparently Seth's knee came down and impacted him right in the head or something like that.
We thought that.
Or I've read somewhere, but other than that, I think that's really the only place that I could see something going wrong.
That's what me and Ori thought during the live watch along. Tyler, what do you think about that moment?
It's all very interesting. It happens so fast as you're watching it. I didn't get an opportunity to watch the multiple replays, even from the replays they had during Money in the Bank. So what Nick brought up was very interesting. I'll have to go back now.
Yeah.
Mistakes do happen. We're all human. But you could tell something definitely went wrong because it looked like the official's hand hit for the 3 count. So they had to definitely make some kind of adjustment. But I thought the match overall was pretty good. It was definitely different, which I don't think is always a bad thing. It just, in the end, though, I mean, Damian Priest and Seth Rollins, Damian Priest, let me just say this, has proven his worth. I'm just so impressed with his and his title reigns so far, and to get in the ring with Seth Rollins, that shows you're a top guy if you're facing the Architect. So yeah. I know we'll get into the match, but it kind of segues into it, so forgive me. I tend to go ahead. I've got a fast forward button instead of a rewind, so forgive me, Nick and BenNy. There you go.
I like that. I'll go get on a t-shirt, mate, on SJP Raw Media's. I've got a fast forward button.
I'm in marketing, and I didn't realize it. It's luck.
I like it. The only... I don't know how to really sort of verbalize it, but we all know wrestling's a work. We all know it's, it is what it is. I'm not going to use the F word, but like when the referee doesn't count 3, it does kind of lift the curtain up a bit, if that makes sense. Very obviously, if that makes sense. Does that?
Yeah.
And it does take you out of it, and it did for that moment. But if we could erase that from history, the whole process of the match and stuff was really good. So I think, like I said, Nick, you've already pointed on it, but we thought it was maybe a knee to the head as well during that exchange, so we weren't sure. Maybe he landed a bit awkwardly and he couldn't move his arm, but I think ultimately he seems to be okay. Nothing's come out to say he's injured or anything, which is good. So everybody came out of that situation still being able to work and still being able to carry on. Because the way Damian Priest's story's going is very much wanting to be, even though he's come from a very heelish group, he wants to prove, because I probably got more proof, like we said in the Money in the Bank show we did a few weeks ago, about how, Nick especially, about how they cash in, you wish it was more of a, I'm going to cash in on this day. So for the way he cashed in and won the title, normally you have that heel that just does undercuts and cuts corners where they can, whereas Damian Priest, although starting as a heel, is very much turning into, I want to prove that I'm a genuine world heavyweight champion.
Yeah, it's an interesting take to take. He's like, yes, he's part of the heel group, but he's also showing all these attributes that you would get from a babyface champion.
Yeah, 100%. I think we could talk all day about that, to be fair. Men's Money in the Bank ladder match kicked off the show. Which I think at least 2 of us in this triple threat were like, really? But in the grand scheme of things, it made sense as the show progressed. Tyler, what did you think about the men's kicking off the show?
I was fine with it. I thought it was very exciting, especially Andrade taking on Carmelo Hayes. I think those guys could have a very entertaining rivalry. It would just need a very tangible story to go along with it. LA Knight, Chad Gable, can't say enough good things about these 2 guys. I mean, we could talk about all the big high spots from the ladders and everything, crashing into ladders, what have you. I can just tell you this. I was just so impressed by Drew McIntyre, all these guys, Jey Uso. It was pretty awesome. I ain't going to lie. Sure was I caught off guard that they began with the men's Money in the Bank matchup, sure, but I'm not disappointed. It was an exciting contest, to say the least, and that's really my takeaways. I'm not going to really break down all the action I think people need to go out of their way and watch it. It's a lot of fun.
No, I agree. I think we don't do ratings on this show, but it's up there. Me and Nick obviously did a pre-show. We the prediction show. I mean, I'll ask you honestly, Tyler. Let's see whether Tyler answers honestly throughout this whole process. Who did you have to win this, or who did you think was going to win this match? Me and Nick obviously did the show last week. I went for Jey Uso, I believe. Nick, did you go for Jey Uso in the end?
I was hoping for LA Knight.
That's correct, yeah.
But I think I said Drew McIntyre.
Oh,
I might have been.
Well, I'm gonna be. Do you know what? If you haven't said that, I will call you out on our next show. Either way,
Nick's in trouble.
Nick will be in
he's
trouble.
already
There'll be a
found
forfeit.
himself with some problems.
You have to sing the entire glorious theme tune by Bobby Roode if you lied to me.
Oh my goodness.
To be honest, it ain't many words, is it? To be honest, there you go. Fair enough.
Hey, that was good. Hey, that was good. That was some hard notes too, Nick. That was good.
It was hard to hear. Definitely, I don't know about hard notes.
Oh my gosh! And BenNy, see, I try to compliment Nick, and BenNy's here with the slander. I mean,
me and Nick have known each other a long time. You'll get used to it eventually. So you'll think we're having a Barney and having a proper argument when actually we're just taking a piss out of each other.
I'd be more concerned if he did compliment me.
Yeah, well, yeah, he would actually.
No, I love
it. Who did you have for this title? I know you went on the show with us, so who are you thinking? I mean, I was with Nick probably. I was LA Knight a little bit, but I was leaning. I think I definitely leant more towards Jey Uso. But who did you have?
You know, it's very compelling. You said Jey Uso because that's who I was leaning toward because I didn't get a chance to join you guys on the predictions. It was a little tough because I could see LA Knight, the argument Nick made for the megastar. And Chad Gable would also be a dark horse, and McIntyre, obviously. But I had Jey Uso. When you said that, BenNy, I was like, oh, that's who I was actually. If I was going to join you all, I would probably lean toward as main event Jey Uso. Where's the yeet? Come on.
The yeet, yeah.
Nana.
Okay, so Drew McIntyre won, and obviously Nana, Nana Nick.
I like how Nick did that. That was great. I feel like I'm a part of the friendship now. Nick's like, no.
Also, I got to quickly go back, actually, because on SmackDown, I think it was, LA Knight turned up in a pickup truck, and he's already had links towards certain superstars, shall we say. Now he's turned up in pickup trucks.
I hate people that moan about that as well. I mean, it's like, if that's all you can do, if that's your only thing for saying what's bad about his gimmick, then it's...
Yeah,
get over yourself, for God's sake.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with pickup trucks. I can't hardly talk, but I'm from Tennessee. Come on, let's.
Okay, so Drew McIntyre won. Obviously, most people know this by now, obviously. But your thoughts on Drew McIntyre winning at that moment, rather than knowing what happened later on?
I see why they did it. But I said, I wanted LA Knight to win it, so I was disappointed. I suppose I could see why they did it at the time, but then the way that it went about at the end, I didn't feel all right with it, and it got worse after what happened.
Tyler, how did you feel about it?
I didn't really have a problem with Drew winning it. I mean, it seemed a little obvious, I will say. But overall, I didn't have really an issue. I mean, to me, I'm like BenNy. I kind of lean toward Jey Uso. I kind of see Nick's point. LA Knight could have been a possible winner. But in the grand scheme of things, I think that's what makes sense. That's what BenNy is telling both of us. And, all I can say is that I just lost myself in the match. I guess I didn't really look at it like I normally do, and I know that's going to be disappointing for the listeners. There's no fickle yourself or anything, but that's the way it is.
You haven't heard fickle yourself for a little bit, so it's. I'm going to spin it on the positive. Let's try and look at the positive here. They were willing to sacrifice a Money in the Bank briefcase to progress the story between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, Nick.
Yeah, as I maybe doing it all in the same night. I don't know. Maybe if they had done it like at the next pay-per-view or something. Just to do it, to get the briefcase won and then lost essentially in less than a couple of hours, I just thought...
Yeah, I mean, we talked about that on the Money in the Bank show, didn't we? We're both a bit like, we'd like it to be a builder of a person or a character. So, but yeah, I think what they're trying to, I mean, in terms of LA Knight, mate, I think I've already said this to you, but I just hold your horses on that one. I feel heavily that we are going to see LA Knight take that US title off Logan Paul, who I just looked up some stats on. Apparently, he's been champion at the point, I think it was yesterday, has been champion 200 days. And do you know what? They moan about Roman Reigns. Logan Paul has defended that US title twice, apparently.
Yeah, but the difference is that obviously, no, I'm not. This might sound a bit disrespectful, and I don't mean it to, because I must admit I'm not a Jake Paul fan or his brother, but we'll leave that to one side. They weren't like career wrestlers, if that makes sense. They're celebrities who've been brought in to do so. Now, don't get me wrong, Logan has done bloody amazing. He's had some of the best, some of the highlights from the matches that he's been in. That I've watched that.
I know what you're going to say.
Him and Ricochet.
Yeah.
Was it the Royal Rumble?
Royal
or was
Rumble,
it
yeah. No,
it was Royal Rumble. I thought it was. Where they both springboard off the ropes and then just dive into each other with double clothesline. Actually, and to be fair, his in-ring work has come on leaps and bounds. But yeah, I can see why people would moan about Roman not being a defending champion, but not moan as much about Logan Paul not being a defending champion, because the circumstances surrounding the two are different. Okay,
that's interesting. I'm really surprised at the way that you've explained that, in a sense of, like, I didn't think that would come out of you, basically, is what I'm getting at.
So whether I should be proud or offended by that?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. To be honest, I really don't know. But yeah, I in terms of LA Knight, I feel like we are going to see a US champ change at SummerSlam, or at least. But in terms of Drew McIntyre and CM Punk obviously got it. So Drew McIntyre cashes in the World Heavyweight match. Ultimately gets thwarted by CM Punk. It's a very personal rivalry between those two. So for them to do it, it says to me the fact they've done it so quickly is that we are going to have Drew versus CM Punk at SummerSlam, which is not that far away. So we're just getting to that point. Quickly going to the WhatsApp group. Mr. SJP himself. I love the Punk/Drew stuff also coming from the match. Seth can't go for the title, so it adds to Punk and Seth stuff. Damian Priest has his own issues with Finn and is now facing Gunther at SummerSlam. There's lots going on with many moving parts around that world title. Brilliant stuff. Obviously, when I wrote that on Raw this past week, Damian Priest has basically said, I won't honour that. You can still come for me after Gunther if you want. So yeah, Tyler, any thoughts on what we've just been talking about, mate?
Yeah, I think it's all good. Logan Paul, I will say, has been nothing short than just tremendous in the ring. He's great. I love the fact that not all champions are defending all the time. I like going all heel, whether I like the guy or not. Let me just go full heel on everybody. No, I'm teasing, but seriously, I think, too, with the CM Punk, Drew McIntyre stuff is great. I think if we don't get it at SummerSlam, and forgive my voice for cracking a little bit, we'll get it at Bad Blood potentially. They did announce it for Atlanta. Maybe that will make sense.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
We may do Hell in a Cell or a cage. Maybe make it personal.
Ooh, that would be good.
Weapons.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Give us blood. There was a movie, Let Us Have Blood or something. I screwed that up. But I promise you, I've drank coffee, I've had water, and it's still not helping me wake up. So, but anyways, the CM Punk, Drew McIntyre stuff is good if I can get back on the tracks. And, Seth Rollins involving him makes sense, man. These guys don't like each other. Drew and Punk don't like each other. It's controversy. So why not? Let's just make a mess. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's piss everybody off. Yeah, so I love it.
I forgot about
we're essentially turning into Grandpa Simpson here from that episode of Simpsons.
Which was
absolutely. Yeah, why not? The Simpsons, Family Guy. Let's just bring pop culture into it. Here we go.
Which was the style at the time.
Somebody, I'm going to have to make a tag because Nick and Benny are like, are we sure Tyler needed to be on here today?
No. I'm reluctant to go too much. So obviously, I know your voice is playing you up a bit. But yeah, no, I'm glad you brought that up because I forgot Bad Blood was actually announced. So October 6th, I believe. And as you said, Atlanta, Georgia. So yeah, that could be a potential. But I think, I've kind of talked about it a little bit anyway, haven't we? It was just that, as I've already said, I think we've already spoke about, the shows in general have a coherent thread through them now. Whether it's the PLEs, Raw, SmackDown, whatever, it has a coherent thread through it. So, all right, yeah, I could be annoyed by the fact that they've just wasted the money. We could look at it as a waste, Nick, I guess, like you're saying. I do agree with you. I think sometimes it's better to have a longer run with it. But in terms of what they did with it, I think Jey Uso is going to be tied up more than likely with this whole Bloodline stuff that's prospering and sort of growing as we speak. And then I don't know. It's hard to really explain, but I can understand why they've done it. And I think McIntyre Punk must happen at SummerSlam, and maybe it won't end there. I don't know what CM Punk's window is. I don't know if he's technically clear yet. He's been on TV a lot. But whether he's actually clear, I was under the impression he was, but it seems like he's not quite there. So, or if he is, they're just keeping him off until having that big match at SummerSlam, I guess.
It's possible. I think they've utilized him well. I will say that. If he's not clear, this is a great way to use him. I mean, they have done a fantastic job with the way they've utilized Punk.
Yeah.
He hasn't had one match yet since he's come back, has he?
Raw Rumble.
No.
That's it.
That's it.
He was in the Rumble, and that's where he got injured. I still think he was injured before the Rumble, personally. But I don't know that for a fact. That's just something it was just a good way of, do you know what, I'll go in, I'll do this, and we can make out that it was Drew McIntyre. Do you know what I mean? To move it forward, rather than just...
Yeah.
I could be wrong on that. It could have genuinely happened in there, but you don't know with wrestling, because they like to blur the lines, which I like. Intercontinental Championship match, Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker. This pretty much only had a week to build, to be honest, in terms of Sami and Braun. So, what do you guys think of it? Because I haven't really got a great deal to say. It was a good match. And I feel it just... No offense.
If they allowed me to bet on wrestling, I'd have lost a lot of money on this one.
Did you think Braun Breaker was going to win, did you?
I thought Braun was going to win this.
I think I said Sami, right?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Well, yeah,
I said Sami. I want you to sing. I want you to sing Shawn Michaels' intro from the beginning to the end.
No, nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that. The sexy boy, Sherry Martel, or not?
I really don't want to try and hit the high notes of Sexy Boy, because that is
you do have to do it in the voice of Sensational Sherry as well.
Oh my god! Don't ask me to do it, man. My voice is already deeper. So. It'll be a Wyatt 6, Sherry Martel.
That was brilliant.
Where are we?
Yeah, it was a good match. I'm not. I don't. It wasn't but in terms of story and apart from the actual maybe the sort of the way you feel as a fan towards Sami Zayn, nothing against Braun Breaker. Absolute tearaway. I believe he's going to be a champion sooner rather than later, but I didn't think it was now. But the way Raw's panned out, Braun Breaker actually attacked Sami Zayn, so I think we're on for possibly a second match at some point. Again, more of a build this time, I would hope. But now it's made it a bit more personal, so that's why. But any thoughts on the IC title matches from you guys? Nick?
It was a good match. Good match. Added everything you wanted. Braun Breaker, very physical offense. And then Sami being the underdog that he is, as he said he is in most of his matches, finds a way to win.
What do you think, Tyler?
I mean, yeah, what Nick was saying was right on the money. I love how Sami Zayn sells for Braun Breaker. I love how Braun looks strong when he needs to, and he's this killer. He is this bad man. I mean, he's comes from the Sonner lineage, but he's stepping out of that shadow, and it's showing. And I love how Braun's explosive. Sami, like Nick was saying, he's the underdog like Rey Mysterio. He fights from underneath. I love how somebody compared selling of Sami Zayn to Ricky Morton. That's true, because Ricky Morton would make you believe when he took a punch, something basic. I mean, he sold it. So it's great in-ring psychology in this match. So I love how we're getting shades of the territories a little bit. I'm a little old school, Nick, if you can tell. I'm not going to go full Cornette or Russo on you, but it's good stuff. So there you go.
If I had to choose the one of the two you were going to do, it would be Cornette, because I fucking hate Vince Russo personally. But
I love Cornette. Yeah, I don't like Vince Russo. Enough, bro. I cannot stand that. That's for another podcast.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Or Kevin Dunn. Cornette don't like him either. So we could.
We're two podcasts away from Nick going, yeah, for shizzle.
Yeah, there you go. We love Nick. He's like, who did BenNy find this American guy from? This guy he likes Cornette. He's talking Russo. What is this, Vice TV?
Yeah,
or something?
It's an A&E special, mate. Okay. That's what it is.
Okay, we better get back to Money in the Bank. Gosh, money. Leave it to me, because I've got a cold. My excuse.
I did say during the live watch along with Ori that I thought Braun Breaker had a 33 1/3 chance of actually winning. I'm glad you got it, Nick. I'm glad you got it.
I'm laughing even if I didn't get it. I'm just going to laugh. Yeah.
I just don't, as much as I'm a fan of Sami Zayn, I personally just wasn't overly invested in the actual match. I know it's for a title, and it's the InTheCorner Championship is one of my favourite titles, but it just didn't grab me enough for me to really, apart from maybe if Sammy lost, I might have been a bit more like, what the fuck? But other than that, because they only spent basically a week. It was a good promo between the two guys on the Raw, but it just wasn't enough for me to be invested in the match.
Do you think it was just a sense of when they were putting the card together for the pay-per-view? Do you think they think, okay, we need one more match in here, let's just throw together an Intercontinental Championship match?
As I was watching it, that's a fair point. I think probably yes. But as the Raw has now, unless they wanted to test Braun Breaker against like a guy like Sami Zayn, who Tyler's already said has got great in-ring psychology. I mean, come on, this guy put on a match with Johnny Knoxville, and it was one of the most entertaining matches on that freaking WrestleMania, to be honest with you. I remember
that. Jesus Christ.
It was absolutely brilliant, Nick. It was
one of Nick's favorites.
One stage
wins all the time.
One stage up from that zombie crap with the Miz. I can't remember what the pay-per-view was, but that
Extreme Rules.
Match, Extreme Rules, where they were advertising that zombie movie that Batista was in.
No, how dare you? That zombie shit should, if it's not in the CW Hall of Fame, Hall of Lame, it fucking should be. Don't compare Johnny Knoxville with a fucking zombie outbreak. No, that is no.
No, I said that was one step up from that. Johnny Knoxville.
Do you know what? I'll give you 2 steps up from it. We'll settle with that. We'll agree to disagree. It could be worse. It could have been the zombie that was in ECW during that ECW run, if you remember.
Oh, that was terrible. Yeah, that was awful. I mean, Hall of Lame, that's a Hall of Shame, and it probably don't even belong in that one.
It's in the Hall of what the fuck were you thinking?
It's in the Hall of where the Yeti is. Where's the toilet paper back in WCW? Where he's doing the bear hug. Yeah, that's what.
Which is worse. What was his name? The guy was it the fucking Stormtrooper guy? What the fuck was his name? Shockmaster or whatever. Coming through the fucking wall.
Shockmaster.
Which was worse, the zombie in ECW or Shockmaster? Which is worse?
I don't know, they're both pretty bad. Or the Big Show when he went. Yeah, go
you'll have the Gobbledygook going, am I really being compared to these guys in the Hall of Fame?
The Gobbledygooks are going,
Gobbledygooker.
Why is he not even mentioning me? Because you are that fucking bad. Oh, God. We're going to have to do that at some point.
This has been entertaining. Yeah, we
just be thankful in an alternate universe. In an alternate universe, just be thankful, because in an alternate universe, that would have been Mark Calloway as the Gobbledygooker.
What?
Oh my God!
Is that true?
That really happened. I'm sure I have heard a story of the Undertaker apparently being considered for that role.
If you're listening to this podcast right now,
I am sure I've heard a story about that.
Follow us on X at InTheCornerWWE. message us and let us know if that is true. Send me any evidence you have, and we will revisit this. This is it's just yeah.
I'm sure I have heard. I don't know whether it was Taker himself talking about it, but I'm sure I've watched a video or read an article.
Oh God!
Because that was the same year that Undertaker debuted? I'm sure it was.
Survivor Series,
1990, right? Is that right?
Yeah,
yeah. I think you're right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Because Ted DiBiase, I think, introduced him on his team or something.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. Yeah. So I didn't realize that the Gobbledygooker was on the same night. So that's quite bad, isn't it?
It was terrible. Gene Okerlund, I felt bad for him. He's like, here's this big egg, and they're building it like it's some grand thing. And I think it's like one of the Guerrero brothers. I mean, what was awful.
Yeah, it was.
Was it?
One of the Guerrero. I think it was. Was it Eddie's uncle had to do it?
I think it was, or maybe it was Hector or somebody.
We're gonna have to research this, lads. I need to know the answer to this.
We've got to Google it or something, but it's one of them. That was bad. Talk about in the Undertaker. Could you imagine an Undertaker Kane scenario? Out of
the Gobbledygooker getting attacked by Kane. Kane would have come in.
The cage door.
Kane would have come in as a face, man. He wouldn't have been a heel. He'd have been kill that fucking bird.
Paul Bear would have been. He would have been. Oh yeah, I can't do the voice right now, but I wish I could. He'd be. Oh, scrambled eggs. It's hellfire and brimstone.
Mate,
we got to get back to Money in the Bank. Boy, this is a fun conversation.
I don't even know what the fuck's
this
going
is a sidebar. Yeah.
Oh God, that was brilliant. What was I going to say?
For a match, the loser ends up in KFC.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. KFC.
Put it back in the bucket where it belongs. Fuck's sake.
We don't want those legs, I'll tell you.
Sean Kingsblad, let's get back onto the IC title match. I think Braun will dethrone Sami sooner rather than later, and once he gets that title, he's going to be unstoppable. I think that's a fair shout. Dan Griffin bringing back a classic here in long-term storytelling between Braun and Sami Zayn. Bearing in mind, again, Braun speared Sami on Raw this past week. Dan Griffin says, Sami should be wearing a protective metal chest plate for the spear. I wonder where you got that idea from.
Yeah, that's a callback.
Do you know what, though? If they did it, it'd be fucking amazing, wouldn't it? Why not?
It would be funny.
It would be brilliant. Let's move on. Jesus Christ. World Heavyweight. We've kind of covered the World Heavyweight Championship match, haven't we? Really, to be honest, but overall a good match. We've already kind of put upon some of the things that were, there were a few issues, unfortunately. The women's Money in the Bank ladder match, I think, by a smidge, was the better of the two. Not that the men's was bad by any stretch, but the women's Money in the Bank ladder match was brutal.
Oh, it was. And me, you're right, Benny. I'm going to agree with you. Probably once, 2 times, if you pay me 4 times. But, the thing is that these ladies seriously worked hard. So did the men, but I have to agree with you. It was a little bit better. It was definitely, like you say, a lot of carnage. And I'll tell you what, Io Sky and Zoe Stark, those spots, what was it, the driver? Off
the top onto that ladder.
Oh, it was so painful. Oh, my gosh, I cringed.
I'll
throw it to you guys, yeah.
That was a please move moment. Just like, please move to show you're both okay.
Yeah, God, yeah. Especially Zoe Stark landing on that ladder and the way it bounced as well. It was, oh my God. I had Chelsea Green to win this, and I was absolutely gutted when she was pushed off the top. Apparently, somebody in the chat while we were watching it live said apparently there's a similar spot in TNA allegedly. I thought I called it right. I was like, yes, Chelsea's going to win. And then Tiffy time is now, I don't know, was it Money in the Bank time? I don't know what her freaking gimmick is with that, but I mean, of all,
that was the one I got right there.
Did you say Tiffy? I'm going to have to go back and listen to the podcast.
I said Io Sky. I was only joking.
Oh, did you?
I said Io Sky.
Okay. But yeah, Chelsea Green basically playing the I don't like heights. So for a few times, like at the beginning of the match, and if you saw, everybody was fighting, and she was trying to jump up to the Money in the Bank briefcase from the ring rather than using a ladder because she's that scared of heights. So when that ladder started moving, when Tiffy was running up after her, it kind of made sense, basically. So because she was worried about it wobbling. And apparently, according to a lot of wrestlers that I've watched interviews, when that ladder's set up in the middle of the ring, and when people are moving around, it's not the most stable of things, apparently. So, I mean,
it doesn't look like it would be. Yeah, it looks very sketchy.
Because it looks like they're not much more than strengthened cardboard most of the time, either of those ladders. So,
yeah, I was going to say we're going to have that aluminum conversation.
hey, if I was Chelsea Green too, I'm scared of heights too. I'm not saying I am. She's a WWE star for a reason. I would be jumping up too, trying to just leap up and say, do I need a ladder or have somebody do it? Retrieve the briefcase. It would not make sense. It would not be logical. That's why they don't have me in booking. I wouldn't even make catering. But there you go.
I'd make catering. Well, that's about it.
Well, I mean, I'd try, but BenNy, you would, and Nick, you probably would. If I came along, these guys be, hey, listen, he's the bad gimmick guy.
Nick's a fussy eater, so he probably wouldn't like anything in there and probably order a Mackie D's or something. I mean, overall, I love the women's match. I always like to see Chelsea Green for 4 reasons. 2 are obvious. One's probably more obvious. And the other one is I'm hoping at some point Matt Corona / Zack Ryder will turn up at some point because I'm a Zack Ryder fan. But other than that, it was a great match. Nick, anything to add to it, really? I mean, insane moments, though, weren't there, in that match?
Oh, there were some great spots in this match. You know what? Thinking about this just popped into my head. Do you think that in this Money in the Bank, because obviously like we had the men's match on first, that they thought, right, okay, the main Money in the Bank this year is the women's. The women's spot, the women's match will have all the good spots. Because
it seemed like it, didn't it?
Thinking back on it, it just looks like the men's Money in the Bank match this year was nothing more than really a footnote in the CM Punk Drew McIntyre story.
I think that's a fair statement, to be honest with you. And not necessarily in a bad way, but I think you're 100% right. It was made for... It got everybody over in that match that needed to. Everybody kind of leaves, because nobody gets pinned or submits in a ladder match, obviously. So as long as you pull off some great moments, which I think everybody did, everybody in that men's match did, you can come out looking really good. So yeah, no, I think you're 100% right. Actually, Nick. It is I'm with Tiffany Stratton having the briefcase. We will probably have a slightly longer run with her. I don't know how long that's going to be. She could cash it in this fucking Friday for all I know. But it's nice having that brief.
It'd be so funny if literally next night on Raw, SmackDown now.
On SmackDown, yeah.
After you said that,
I would like her.
You all were upset about not saying you were upset about McIntyre Punk, but it happened so fast. And what are the chances she does?
Well,
when somebody screws her up,
When things happen so quickly, mate, you've barely got a chance to get your trousers off, if that makes sense. So
boy, that's going to be a whole nother podcast. Wait a minute. but Tiffany, I was all for winning. I was just going to say, Kaiser, you are a good man. I'm not only a fan of his, but if he's dating Tiffany, God bless him.
Fair enough. Yeah, excellent match.
He's got enough blessings in that case without us giving him more.
I just want to quickly... Yeah, he's already lucky enough. I just want to say quick... I had to... So after Money in the Bank, so obviously Heatwave was on Sunday night. I didn't actually watch it. I did go back and watch the main event, which was really good, very reminiscent of Backlash and that Fatal 4-Way that John Cena, Randy Orton, Edge, and Shawn Michaels had. I want to say about 2007, 2008. I think it was 2007. But the way... And so I was watching on TikTok and I was like, I'm going to have to go and watch that match fully. But somebody had put a thing of Joe Hendry at the end of it. I went, what? I said, they never ended it like that. So I actually went to NXT Heatwave and watched the match in full. And it actually ended. NXT Heatwave went off the air. 1, with a new NXT champion. And 2, Joe Hendry's image appeared. And it turns out he appeared at NXT last night.
Was it?
That was genuine. That actually happened.
Because I was scrolling through, I don't know if it was TikTok or YouTube the other day, and I saw someone say Joe Hendry at NXT pay-per-view or premium live event or whatever. And I was watching, I was like, well, Jesus Christ, we're nearly at the end of the video. What's going to happen? And then I got to the very end, I thought, yeah, there's no way he's coming out. Then I saw that little flicker, and so I just thought it was somebody who would put like a Joe Hendry picture or video on the end of this to try and few cheap views. I didn't know that.
No, that was genuine. And Joe Hendry did appear on NXT. So as we were recording this yesterday, and he helped Trick Williams take down new NXT champion Ethan Page and Shawn Spears. So there was a tag team match. So Joe Hendry, I believe, I don't know how the relationship is working with TNA and WWE, but it seems to be quite wild. There's even rumours of AJ Styles going back to TNA at some point. Whether that's true, I don't know.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
As part of this relationship.
Awesome.
So yeah, it's just So Joe Hendry again, say his name and it'll appear. Basically, I found out about this guy via like most people. In terms of, I'd seen a bit of TNA with him in, and I was that's all right, but I don't watch TNA enough to really keep up. And then I saw that he was trending and stuff. What's going on? So I watched a few more matches from his like ICW days and stuff like that. And yeah, I was like, he's pretty good in the ring, to be fair. And then also he's got this gimmick down, which is getting people involved, and people are enjoying his work at the moment. So it looks like he's parlaying that into at least appearing on NXT. So whether that gets to a main roster at some point, I have no idea. Whether he gets signed full time,
I believe. Yeah,
I believe. Good answer.
Not necessarily believe in Joe Hendry, but that is one catchy ass song.
It's that catchy, it made it into UK charts, mate.
He's a true heel. That's the true heel move right there. It's like it's catchy, but I don't believe in him. Yeah.
I might work out to it, but I don't know.
Now that would be trending. That would get a lot of views. BenNy working out the Joe Hendry.
BenNy working out full stop would be helpful.
And then his Mrs. Stallings saying, "Who's this Joe Hendry guy?"
Yeah, it's a conversation starter for sure.
Yeah. Before we get on to a little bit of Raw, Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens take on the Bloodline. Jacob Fatu turned out to be the difference maker for the Bloodline. But me and Nick said on the podcast that we felt that the Bloodline had to win this.
Yeah.
At no point did we think they were going to win clean. Obviously, that's not the case. But Solo Sikoa getting a pin over the WWE champion, Cody Rhodes.
We got one right!
Yeah, we got one right. Woohoo! Together. So I'll go to Tyler. One, what do you think of the match? Two, do you think this is actually leading for Solo and Cody at SummerSlam for the title?
Yes, it could lead to Solo and Cody before we get Solo and Roman, to be fair, at SummerSlam. I thought the match was good, intense, physical. It had great psychology once again because you got Randy Orton, you've got Cody, you've got Kevin Owens. Knowing Owens' mother is battling a very serious health issue at the moment, as we heard on SmackDown, made me even more interested in this matchup from his perspective. I can't even imagine what he must have been dealing with, but it shows you that his mom was such a fan of his, and for him following his dreams, meaning wrestling, that he would pursue it, and look what he's doing. And I love the Bloodline. I like it with Fatu, man. I didn't know a whole lot about him. I didn't know enough about his MLW days, what he's done on the independents. And this guy's just a freak, man, and that's a compliment. The guy can moonsaults off the top rope. He hit Cody to cause the Bloodline to win. You just said it, where Solo could pin Rhodes. And hey, I'm with you guys. I went on the prediction show, but yeah, the Bloodline needed to get an important win because it's not over between Orton and Rhodes. I think Orton will eventually challenge Cody. I love how they're kind of teasing it. You know, he's looking at that belt. So knowing the Viper, he can only be babyface so long. I kind of miss a heel Randy Orton. So there's a lot of interesting parts to how this match can go and where it can lead. That's really my quick takeaways. I love the storyline, though. And I know I miss Roman, but sometimes we need to miss the stars like Roman and get some newer stars like Jacob Fatu, man. And I like the Gorillas of Destiny in WWE, the King's Sons, and it's incredible. There's going to be even more Samoans. Mark my words, they're coming. Whether it's Japan, it's wherever, because this family is legitimately just, they've got all kinds of descendants. Yeah, you could have a Samoan 3.0 before it's over. I mean, it's going to be unbelievable. Seriously, yeah.
It could be different
match,
different like the Bullet Club it's been reformed so many times, so why not? And we're so used to stables breaking up and just being no more. So, and sometimes it makes sense, but the way they've managed to do it with the Bloodline, especially, it's been really interesting to watch and how it's panning out. Sorry, Nick, what did you think of the match, and do you think it's heading to Cody and Solo at SummerSlam?
Yeah, I think it is. Before we get too much into it, like Tyler said, fingers crossed for Mrs. Owens, hope for a speedy recovery. I saw that announcement from KO on SmackDown. Fingers crossed, hoping for the best for the family. But yeah, it's definitely heading that way for SummerSlam, I think. The question is, does Roman come back before or after, if they decide to put the title onto Solo? There's so many different ways. But as I said, the storytelling lately, as we've said time and time again, lately has gotten so good. Yeah. with the lot going more drawn out stories and more thought put into it. So the future's really looking bright in that regard.
Although I think that might be the way they're going, there's also the niggling thought in my head with Solo, because of the way this is all panned out from the night on SmackDown when Roman was no longer champion, and Solo saying wins and losses matter, and for him to take the moniker of head of the table and the tribal chief, when he does have this match with Cody, I feel like he needs to beat Cody in order to cement his tribal chief thing. So maybe it doesn't happen at SummerSlam. I don't know. But I'm just wondering how we if we have Solo go in, and unless we do it in a way where actually maybe one of them costs him the title, maybe, do you know what I mean? Like, so Cody gets away with it with the skin of his teeth via maybe like Tama Tonga or something accidentally hitting Solo. Maybe even Roman. I don't know. But it's just be interesting how it's wins and losses matter to Solo based on what he said and the way he's portraying this bloodline. So in theory, he has to. If he doesn't win the title, does that mean he's no longer head of the table? Do you know what I mean? It's hard to sort of.
Yeah, so like the young warrior overthrows the chief and takes his place sort of angle.
Yeah, but in order to do that, he needs to take that WWE Championship. I know he's got, he's the head of the table or whatever, and that's what he's telling everybody.
You could argue it's similar to Rock and Farouk's storyline in the Nation. I mean, Farouk or Ron Simmons was the leader of the Nation. Rock was just a member, and then when Rock won the Intercontinental Champion, he started acting like he was the leader, then led to him kicking Farouk out of the group.
Yeah, it's just going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Really, just you maybe I overthink it. I don't know, but I'm expecting Roman to be back sooner rather than later, based on the way it's going. I was just looking through the WWE roster, and he is still on there, Nick. Brock Lesnar is still technically on this roster. He's not on the what is it called? The Illuminati page or whatever it is. Alumni page. Jesus Christ.
Illuminati.
I was about to say, is this Travel Channel?
No. I like that.
I didn't know it was Brock Lesnar that faked the moon landing.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he just threw he didn't fake it. Hey, he didn't fake it. He just threw the fucking rocket at the moon, and it landed there. All right.
Where's Tom Hanks? That's what I was going to say.
Hey, Tom Hanks never made it to the moon. He just flew around it and flew back again.
There you go.
The last thing, and I can't believe I waited this long to bring it up. I was not expecting this. The GOATs, the man, John Cena coming out. And oi, how dare you? No, I'm joking.
Nick, tell us how you really feel. That was good.
I don't know. I mean, I know we're allowed to swear on this podcast, but I don't even think this podcast can handle what Nick really feels about.
Yeah, but I'm not sure either. Yeah,
John Cena announcing essentially a retirement tour for the next year. He's going to be at the Rumble apparently, and he will have his last match at WrestleMania. He did say in the press conference he will probably be around until December, and he'll be doing like a farewell sort of loop, I guess. Now, John Cena's had a very similar run to a degree in terms of fans rejecting him, a bit like Roman and a bit like Rock to a degree. But whether you like John Cena, whether you don't, he's somebody that is obviously, I think me and Nick, and I don't know about you, Tyler, but me and Nick especially, during the era of Cena, we were like, when is he going to lose that fucking title? For God's sake, it's always the same. But he's grown to the point of time served, I guess, and he's a WWE legend. I don't think you can really spin it any other way, to be honest. And
I just miss his Doctor of Thugonomics.
Oh, I think we all do, mate.
I love that. The raps that he used to do were so funny. It was the one where he was rapping at Vince McMahon and Sable in the ring that one day. I was in absolute tears.
It's brilliant, mate.
During that,
mate. Yeah, we're gonna have to do when we get a chance, maybe sometime next week we'll do before this, or we'll maybe do like a little John Cena sort of memory look back type thing. But
top five moments.
Yeah,
Thugonomic special.
The Thugonomic special. Yeah. Tyler's on fire today. I love it.
I am on a roll. I'm like WWE, baby. There you go. Triple H, we're on fire.
I want each of you for your homework to prepare a rap. No, I'm joking.
That would be funny.
Oh, yeah.
In the corner is no more. Hey, do Angle and Cena. That's another good one too. Yeah. That was classic.
I mean, I don't. He's had a great run. Let's face it. The very 20 years. I think I read it. He has done 650 Make-A-Wishes. That's insane.
Wow.
And he is still doing them, as far as I'm aware, as well. And I think because of that, he's actually made the Guinness World Record for. I don't think it says. I think one of this article I was reading, I think it said no one else had granted more than 200 wishes. John Cena's done 650, and I'm not. I know a lot.
Say what you will about the man inside the ring. He is a committed professional outside of it, sometimes even more so than inside. Like you say, his commitments to what's the best way of putting this? To his commitment to his fans and to the people that love him is second to none.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, he's had quite a good acting career as well. He's still doing movies and stuff like that. Was he the Peacemaker? I haven't seen any of the series.
Yes, he's in the Peacemaker, and he was also in one of the recent Fast and Furious movies. Well, not so recent. I think it was a few years back. But
oh yes, he was.
Thankfully, he didn't say family at any point during this one. He left after Vin Diesel as normal.
He said, "You're in my universe now."
Yeah.
I don't know whether he did.
I go back to the Marine with Cena. I mean, that's how far before he became a big.
Oh yeah, the Marine.
They knew he was going to be a Hollywood star. Yeah, that's how. Okay. That's where I go. Yeah.
Potential scandal here. I have not watched any of the Marine films. Not one.
I've only watched one of them, so I can't say I've watched.
My favorite probably WWE film ever made is probably The Condemned with Stone Cold.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Oh, that's an awesome. Yeah,
that's a brilliant film. The music in that film is like amazing, suits it down to the ground. Even Vinnie Jones is good in it. So it's I don't think I'd ever say that out loud, to be fair. But there we go.
No, put some respect on that man's name. He's not a bad actor.
I tell him to his face that you said it and walk away because he's fucking hard as nails, mate.
You tell it to his face like bullshit.
Yeah, that you said it and I'd walk away. Not...
Vinnie Jones' hate is strong. I don't know enough about the man's career. I can't. But this is entertaining. Maybe you guys need to do a Vinnie Jones worst movies or best. Maybe
Tyler, I think his reputation precedes him because of his football career more than anything. To be honest,
he didn't collect championships. He collected kneecaps
and bollocks sometimes.
Okay. See, I didn't know. I don't know his history.
Yeah. Or soccer, as you would call it. But on this show, you'll call it fucking football because that's what it is. Sorry.
To me, it's soccer. Okay, are we doing Peyton Manning Beckham again? Is this over chips? I don't know. I don't know.
This show is.
I don't know.
This show has gone off the rails today. I love it.
Hey, that's what's great. I mean, who needs to stay on track? That's overrated.
The train does, to be fair. Otherwise, it's normally a fucking mess.
It does.
Don't get technical with me.
Don't say it's my fault. I don't even. Right. I can't even talk as loud. So
it's already been said, Nick. It's epidemic now. All right. Academic, obviously. I know. It was a joke. Right. Let's quickly. There's a lot that happened on Raw. Overall, it was a good show. The Braun Breaker attack on Sami Zayn, like as I've already said, is setting up for more of that, and I'm hoping that will be more of a thing going down the line. Poor Chad Gable being scared in his bloody trunks or pants or whatever. Again with the Wyatt sick. Yeah,
I feel so bad for you.
Yeah. For me. One of the highlights for me is obviously Rhea Ripley's back and catching Dominic in that position in the ring with Liv Morgan.
I'll tell you what. I said it to you off the air. He has done nothing. He has shown more resilience than
every man on the fucking planet.
Yes. I'm jealous of him. Yeah.
Mate, the first week that freaking hotel room card turned up, you wouldn't have seen me. I'd have been gone, mate. So,
if she was stretching me like that, I would have been over. I would have been like, here, fellas. Hey, I'm the man. Just call me the king of the ring here. I'm good.
I love that. If she'd have stretched me like that, I'd have been over. I'd have been done.
Yeah. I would have been the champion. I would have been like the Titanic.
You definitely feel like WWE champion. Anyway,
we're getting off on a couple podcasts here. Good God! Somebody make the tag. Liv Morgan's got me.
Well, maybe Dominic should have made the tag before he got caught in the position. But Rhea Ripley's back.
Well, there you go.
We didn't quite catch it because it came off the air, but literally, it looked like Dom was about to hug Rhea, and she did kind of push him away, but the image faded and sort of cut away before we had the full chance to see what was actually going to break down between those two. Raw next week is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, that's going to be Jerry Springer style.
Oh, absolutely.
Show that's going to be.
Absolutely. Again, there's so much going on within the Judgment Day. Is Rhea part of it? Is she not? Her and Damon going to break away? And are we going to have a new iteration of sort of Judgment Day? I also like that Dominic is basically twice in a week now, but he's actually said it to Damien's face this week. And he said, you're starting to sound like my dad. And Damien come back, now I can understand why your dad had trouble with you or whatever. So, again, at every turn, Damian Priest is not as bad of a human being as he has been made out to be in terms of within the Judgment Day, at least. Anyway, do you know what I mean? Like we've already spoke about briefly.
No, you're right.
Pardon me.
It's all good points.
The CM Punk Seth Rollins face-to-face was good. CM Punk kind of apologising to Seth over the fact that it's up for debate whether Seth would have won the title, obviously. Obviously, in Seth's mind, he was going to win the title. But because of the interference from Punk, it led to Damian Priest retaining. But I like the interaction between these two. And there's definitely... CM Punk kind of apologised, but in the same breath, didn't. I don't know if you guys saw that.
In ways of apology, that was the classic, I'm sorry.
It was, I'm sorry, but it wasn't my fault, basically.
Yeah.
What are you going to say, Tyler?
I was just going to agree. There's the pause, where he said, I'm sorry, but really, I don't like you, so I'm not that apologetic, yeah.
Yeah. Punk also wanting Drew McIntyre's suspension lifted so he can actually face Drew McIntyre. Punk spoke to Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce told Punk not to show up next week so he could have a conversation with McIntyre. Punk said, okay, I won't turn up next week. Whether he does is a different thing, obviously. So that's still brewing. I think I've already mentioned it. Did I mention the Damian Priest and the fact that he said to Seth, don't worry about keeping the agreement, you can still have a title shot after Gunther? Okay, fine.
Which, in fairness to him, he shouldn't have had to say that, though, because at the end of the day, Priest didn't beat Seth at Money in the Bank.
No, exactly. That's pretty much... There's so much going on in WWE. There's so much more. I'm looking forward to SmackDown. I'm just interested to see where this is going with Dominic and Liv. And obviously You know, Rhea Ripley can't be too mad. She got married while she was away, so, you know.
No, to Buddy Matthews, yeah, AEW. I mean, so there's a forbidden door right there. I think the real Money in the Bank winner is Dominic, because he's got Rhea and Liv. Who wouldn't want to be in the middle of that? Me, that's my Judgment Day right there. Judge me.
Every time I see Rey Mysterio get Dominic in a headlock, I can just hear him saying to himself, "That's my boy. Well done."
So proud of you, son. And hey, Selena Vega's right here. So here you go.
Well, he almost had a. Well, I was going to say, take the one out of the 619. That's what he's almost doing with freaking Liv in the ring, to be honest. So it wasn't quite that bad, but still.
Well, they're getting to Netflix. I'll tell you.
Well, there might very well be. Either way, I'm looking forward to see what's going on. So, I mean, any last final sort of takeaways from anything, Tyler? Anything you want to add?
Well, no, you guys have pretty much covered it. I'm afraid if I say too much more, I'll get in trouble, so I better be careful. This has been a fun show. I feel like we're doing some Howard Stern stuff here. What's going on?
I was with you until you said Howard Stern, because I cannot stand that guy.
No, I don't like him either. I didn't know that, so now I don't like him either. Forgive me. I didn't mean to make the reference.
You can like it if you want to. I just don't.
No, screw him. I mean, if BenNy don't like him, forget him. I
don't run a dictatorship over here, but shut the. No,
I'm teasing. I'm teasing. I'm laughing.
All right, then let's go. I mean, right. I'm going to ask you one final question before we leave, and so. Nick, you can go first. Tyler, same question, obviously. But do you think Roman Reigns is going to be back at SummerSlam? And do we think we're going to have maybe a Paul Heyman guy stable maybe to help with this? Or is it more likely we're going to have eventually a reuniting original Bloodline to deal with the 2.0 version?
Can I ask one question before I give my answer to that? Because I need to know the answer to one thing I'm not sure of first.
Okay.
When is it normally what time of the year is the War Games pay-per-view normally held at?
Survivor Series. We've got time. It's around November time.
It's around November?
Yeah.
Would they drown it out? Yeah, I think they would. I think he'll be back in War Games. It will either be Roman Reigns and a team of Paul Heyman guys, or it will be Roman Reigns with Cody, KO, and maybe Orton, depending on if they've turned Orton by then.
As long as they make the 2.0 version more vicious than the original was, wasn't. They were vicious as well, but they're a lot more savage. I think the 2.0. So as long as they keep doing that, that could work. So, but do you think Roman will be back at SummerSlam when we start building to? This is what it was the sort of main question.
No, I think they will leave it a little bit longer.
Okay, Tyler?
You know what? I was going to say SummerSlam, but Nick's convincing me. I like the War Games idea. I think, BenNy, you've mentioned it to your credit. Do you guys, let me ask you, since we're doing questions here, Nick, do you think The Rock will be leading any of these Bloodline? Like
great question.
I think.
Do you think he will? I mean,
I'm not sure whether that this Bloodline thing that's happening with Solo and Solo taking. No, I'm not saying Solo's stupid, but taking the initiative to take control. There was a theory put by that maybe The Rock is pulling the strings with Solo behind the scenes to get him to be the head of the table while. And then maybe it's revealed that Rock is actually... Because let's face it, he's teamed with Roman, hasn't he? So we could do it in a way where Roman and Rock seem like they're going to take out this 2.0, but actually maybe it turns out The Rock is because The Rock is the final boss, ladies and gents. So why... That's what... And I quite like that.
He's the godfather of the table.
Yeah, actually, The Rock, according to him, came up with Hulk Hogan's leg drop and everything. So
you come to me, jabroni, asking for a favor.
Yeah, he's the guy who created. I mean, he was a part of the Attitude Era, but he was there for WrestleMania. He came up with the idea. So I love The Rock, but now he's turning into Hulk Hogan a little bit with, I created Metallica. I was a bass player for it. Yeah. So So the Rock, to answer the question before I opened up a can of worms, the memes, is he going to lead the Bloodline, or to him, he probably already came up with this years ago. So I
don't think it's that bad. But no, I do think there is that theory that maybe Rock's pulling the strings with the Solo group, essentially. So you could have like a good swerve in there, maybe, that the Rock is actually keep that heel.
That would be really good. That would be really cool.
Keep that heel Rock going.
Yeah, and Cody, he handed him something too a while back. So if Cody's on a team, you would think there's still an issue there too.
I believe what Rock handed him. Now it was a genuine story that I believe Cody's tour bus caught fire. Some problem with it, but I believe Rock handed him a lighter because Rock also said, "Don't ever break my heart again" or whatever. And the storyline there, I think they're trying to go at, is that the Rock may have been responsible for the fire on Cody's bus. So, but again, all theory and conjecture until it's actually proven otherwise.
You smell what the Rock is burning.
Yeah, he was cooking.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Not only is he cooking, he's burning, and he's telling you he's created everything. I love you, Rod. This is great.
Right.
I love the memes. I created the NFL. It's not the XFL. I'm responsible for the NFL.
Right, I'm responsible for this show, so let's get on with it and let's get the fuck out of here.
No, you didn't. Rock made this show.
Well, if you believe it, Hulk Hogan made the show. He was there when I... Nick, thank you very much. This has been really fun, genuinely. I'm assuming you don't have an ex yet.
No, I told you I'm being a mystery. No one knows where I am.
You're the modern day. You're trying to be Unabomber or something, is it? As long as you're not Unabomber, mate, it's fine.
Go from Batman to
I don't know. Tyler, let us know where you're at, man. Your socials and stuff, mate. Let's get the fudge out of you.
I will. I was going to say Nick's on Unsolved Mysteries, if people want to know. But no, I was. You can find me at Dustin Tyler 86, and seriously, this has been a blast. I want to thank these guys for putting up with me having this cold, and hey, but they're the best medicine. I knew I would have a blast, so thank you guys. I'm on X, Twitter, whatever you call it, it's X. But hey, thank you guys. There you go.
No worries. Obviously, you got some shows on SJP Raw Media as well. Check that out, ladies and gentlemen.
I better tell you that Tyler's Takedowns, Tyler Talks Music, and of course, In the Corner. Yeah, BenNny. See, BenNy's got to remind me. I'm all over the place.
Am I doing a show? What's that going on there?
You're going to be on. I'm going to have you and Nick on it. I've just got to get all this scheduled out. But I'm
no problem, man. So other shows are available on Nitro Nights. There's SJP Raw Media. You've got your SJP Raw Media feed, which has everybody's shows on it. Then you've got like stuff like The Waiting Room. You've got this show, has its own link. So just search either Chain Wrestling Live or In the Corner or Doctor Who Pod, or there's so many others and stuff on there. So just check. Best thing to do is search SJP Raw Media. Nick, get a fucking X, will you, for God's sake, so you can promote something. At least get involved with the conversation.
So we can find you.
So we can find you. Yes. So then it can be no longer Unsolved Mysteries, basically, is what you're getting at.
Or I don't know if it's William Shatner. It went to Rod Guy, but some guy that reminded me of him. You'll have a narrator saying,
"Yeah, William Shatner did it, didn't he? I'm pretty sure he did it."
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. No. Anyway. Follow the show at In the Corner WWE on X. Follow myself at BenNy MacB, MACK on X as well. Basically, and then if you want to get involved, as I said at the top of the show, with any of the chats, the WhatsApp link is below in this podcast. This has been an absolute blast. I don't know whether we achieved anything, but we've done it. So, thank you, Nick. Thank you, Tyler. And I don't even know how to end the show, really. We're just going to end it. It's been an absolute blast, and we'll see you all again.
Live long and prosper.
There you go.
Let me tell you something, brother.
I created In the Corner.